Hello everyone, my name is Cassie Wynn and I'm a 6th-year brain cancer survivor. I was 16 years old when I dealt with this incredible and difficult ordeal, diagnosed with a malignant brain tumor. What I expected to be a positive, life-changing year turned out to be less than sweet. Before I was diagnosed, I went to visit the doctors several months, trying to find out why I was constantly vomiting every day, having double vision, having major headaches, and I was extremely fatigued. It was all a huge mystery to me. Despite all the problems I was having, I continued going to school. I was never late, never left early, never missed a day, was taking a full load of honors classes and an AP class, was active in 4 different school sports, and participated in 6 different school clubs. I was extremely swamped, and I was loving every single moment of it. I wasn't going to let the fact that I was feeling ill keep me from living the fullness of my life. Then disaster struck on February 10th, 2005, just over 1 month after my 16th birthday on Christmas Day. I had an MRI done at a local hospital, and immediately after went to Loma Linda Emergency Care Center. All the while, I had no idea what was going on and thought I was just there to get my MRI read, that it wasn't a big deal, and that it'd be back at school with all my friends the very next day. Boy, was I wrong. While waiting, I was suddenly told I had a brain tumor. They didn't know at that time if the tumor was malignant or benign, but I didn't care. Just the sentence, "You have a tumor, a brain tumor," frightened me. I was so scared and instantly burst into tears. Family and friends came to be with me as I waited all night for a room. 4 days later, on Valentine's Day, I had brain surgery. Now that I look back on that day, it really was the day of love, the act of love, the surgery, and having all my loved ones there supporting me that saved my life. From the surgery, I could have been blind, mute, deaf, or paralyzed because of where the tumor and surgery were performed. The doctors removed 99% of the tumor, and the other 1% was treated with 6 weeks of radiation and a year of chemotherapy. I was in the hospital for 3 months straight. I missed my friends. I missed home. In general, I missed life. Instantly overnight, I was a high school dropout. No more classes, no more sports, no more seeing and making new friends. Life went on without me, and most of the time, I was too sick to notice. When I was finally released to go home, it was the most thrilling and unforgettable day. So I spent my sweet 16 in and out of the hospital, receiving chemo, radiation, and treatments for infections, while attending physical therapy and being homeschooled. Even though I was going through all that, the positive and uplifting attitudes from the physical therapist and my homeschool teacher took my focus of the pain I felt away. I lost all my hair, was tremendously skinny, and fed through a G-tube. I was a complete and utter mess. I had physical setbacks as well. I was predominantly right-handed, and since I was temporarily paralyzed on my whole right side, I became left-handed and still am, writing slowly. My normal eyesight was replaced with double vision, which can be good or can be bad. I see 2 moms every day. I love you, Mom. I couldn't walk, and I'm still having balance issues where I can't run or walk upstairs without assistance. Despite those setbacks, the thought that I was going to die never occurred to me. I just thought it was something I had to go through, that I just had to wait for it to pass, and that I would be on my way again. Gradually, I began to turn the corner. I was released by my oncologist to return back to school, where I had finished my senior year. My school held a Cassie Week dedicated to me and my journey through cancer, I passed out bracelets that said, "Cassie rocks with faith, please keep me in your prayers." And on Thursday of that week, my classmates wore pink and gray t-shirts. The ASB director said that the whole school courtyard looked like a big bowl of pink bubblegum. The support was great. During that week, my school and I collected donations, and with the donations, my friend, sister, and I went to the oncology floor at Loma Linda Hospital and made donations to the playroom. I visited every patient on that floor, wanting to give them hope and inspiration by letting them know that I was once a patient and now I am doing better. My ultimate goal was to walk and graduate on time with my senior class. I missed a year and a half of school instruction, so I knew that I had a lot of catching up to do. I wanted the real experience, dressed in my cap and gown, surrounded by my classmates and family, and especially the famous part of throwing your cap towards the sky. With hard work, determination, perseverance, taking extra classes, and studying harder than ever, that is exactly what happened. I got to walk with my class on graduation day, but not only did I get to walk and graduate on time, I graduated with honors at the top 10% of my class. After I graduated, I was eager to jump into college life. I applied to RCC, somewhere nearby and small. It takes 2 years to transfer, but it has taken me more time because of certain limitations and the need to take things slow to ensure I do well in all my classes. But the services I've received from DSPS has made that transition much more easier for me. I have completed my general education and all the lower division courses needed to graduate and transfer to UCR this fall for the Business Administration program. I will miss RCC tremendously and remember all the teachers, faculty members, and classmates who are so kind, supportive, patient, and understanding. While at RCC, I worked on campus at the Instructional Media Center for more than a year. I love my boss and my coworkers and will always remember my time there. Also, I have been volunteering as an American Cancer Society Legislative Ambassador and ACS Cancer Action Network member for over 5 years. I first learned about ACS when I was a recipient of their Young Cancer Survivor Scholarship. Ever since then, I have been involved in several activities, and I absolutely love what ACS represents and what it is doing for our cancer survivors, caretakers, community, and the world. I have also volunteered as a camp mentor at Camp Make a Dream, a camp held for young adult brain cancer patients. I loved my experience and felt an instant connection to everyone. I had been on their side where I was the patient, and I left with a memory and a sense of accomplishment that I will never forget. So I didn't quite experience half of my teenage years full of silly insecurities, gossip, and boys, but instead fought a life and death matter. In that sense, I grew up extremely fast. But I did face insecurities being bald and in a wheelchair. But hey, like my mom quoted, God only made a few beautiful heads, the rest he covered up with hair. But everyone I knew made me feel so special and treated me no differently. The main reason for this relay is to celebrate survivors. So in that aspect, it is a celebration for us all, because we are all survivors. We are survivors, we are warriors, we are fighters, each struggling with a difficult dilemma of our own. Know that you can make it through the violent storm, no matter how hard the rain is pouring down on you. That there will be clear, spectacular, sunny bright days before you, with a rainbow celebrating the difficult journey at the end. I went through that storm, and I have seen that rainbow. I am cured, and I am a cancer survivor. I want to give others hope, inspiration, motivation, and encouragement that they too will make it through this tough battle and see the rainbow awaiting them at the end. Through this journey, there are people I could have not made without. My heroic mom, she cared for me when I could not care for myself. My family and my close family friends. I have such a wonderful support system to whom I will be forever grateful. I made this speech to take you all on a journey of what I have been through, what I have faced, what I have overcome, and where I am at now. The improvement that I have made for my life, and the improvement I intend to keep creating from now on. I wanted to share a video to you all that was created by my school and presented at the end of my junior year for my school's assembly. It just made me feel so honored that despite the absence of me that year, the school still remembered me and that I wasn't forgotten. Thank you all very much.
Being a part of Relay, I wasn't exactly sure what to expect. This is my first year as a committee member. I met very inspiring survivors like Cassie here. I met people that I've known a lot of my life, and I discovered they had cancer before, and I was like, what? And that made me realize that all of us are connected through cancer. And while all of us are connected through cancer, the difference is when we're reaching out. And thank you for being that difference with us.
Okay, we are supposed to show a video, but we had some difficulties trying to get a screen up here. So we actually decided that if you wouldn't mind, we'd like to just have it in our website, the Relay website for RCC. And then for people who are interested in viewing it, you can view it there. If you'd like the website, we can give it to you. Just come by and survive a step, okay? All right, and here we have Maria.